What is up, peeps? Welcome back to a very special episode of Unreal Creations, our partnership with Fortnite and Epic Games to showcase some amazing Fortnite creatives who are making their own islands and maps in Fortnite's UEFN. This one a very special episode because today we talked to Unreal Labs, who collaborated with one of the biggest and fastest growing streamers out there in the world, that being CaseOh, on his very own custom-made horror game inside Fortnite's UEFN. And we got all the behind the scenes details and fun little facts about the game, so we hope you guys all enjoy the episode, and here it is.
Chat said to come here to eat. So where's my food? I'm coming for ya.
I'm Nicholas. I'm the founder of Unreal Labs. And pretty much what we do is we're just like a UEFN studio targeting scale through like all verticals, whether it be like ourselves through our own personal IP, partners through custom maps that we make with them, or even through future developers, which I'd love to get into a bit later. We have a team of like 12 people now. Prior to this, my personal background is just like more entrepreneurial, operational. Yeah, this is kind of just where I've situated, where I've had a ton of fun with, and it allows me to be a lot more creative rather than so much managerial. Obviously, I'm just like focusing on operations on a day-to-day basis, but like, you know, rather than being creative once every year, I get to be creative like bi-weekly and just come up with new concepts and new iterations on these games and whatnot. So yeah, it's super fun.
And my favorite part about this is their attention to detail. When talking to CaseOh and his mother and his team, they implement all of these nice little Easter eggs and inside jokes about CaseOh and his community in the game itself. If you guys don't know CaseOh, his weight seems to be mentioned a lot, also eating food, and all of those little details and jokes were approved by CaseOh to even be put into his own Fortnite game.
Hiya! It didn't work. You missed that. You saw. It didn't work out for you. I missed.
It was a couple month process at large, and the first bit was like, you know, brains like doing so much research on Case's brand. Like if you played the map, there's so many like inside jokes and kind of like running jokes inside of his community that like we didn't have any recommendations from Case prior to implementing those. Like we literally just watched probably like 10-20 hours of Case's content to like fully understand everything, like highlight reels, long streams, him playing horror games, 5 different ideas. They went with one of them. And then from there, it was just like gray boxing development. And then it was dope because Case's like responses on stream were all like completely organic. His mom is his manager, or one of his like head managers, and she was very involved. So it was like a lot of getting on call with her, like showing her through the trailer, these Easter eggs. And it was so cool. Like she was like super nice about it. And like there was this conversation in the game where it's like originally it was me putting in voice lines and it was CaseOh responding. And I was like, God, this would be so much cooler if it was like one of Case's like online like influential friends. And I was like, what if we can get Jynxzi on it?
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah. So we literally like management's discussed, and like a day later, Jynxzi sends us like a voice line of like his face saying these voice lines. And it was like Case never knew until he played the game. So that reaction of his was completely organic. So it was really cool.
So Jynxzi literally sent in sound cues. I was gonna ask about that for Case's project, just out of the blue.
Just for friendly sake. Yeah, it was really cool.
Chat said to come here to eat. So where's my food?
My bad, man. We're all closed up.
What do you mean? Is that Jynxzi? The mod said you close at 11.
Dude, we close at 10 on Fridays. I'm so sorry.
There's no way. You're done.
We're playing as Jynxzi. Yo!
What was it like making the custom-made Case character in the game? Like,
yeah,
I'm sure there was a whole process of determining like what he looks like and sounds like.
Yeah, it was.
What was that process like?
It was funny. It was kind of just like we have a 3D modeler in our network. We kind of just sent him a few photos and we're like, all right, make this person, exaggerate it a lot, you know, add some zombified like scarring to him. The whole goal was like he's supposed to be a very hungry person, and like we're just taking that to the max. And we went through a couple of different renditions, and this is the one that we finalized on. But yeah, it was a funny process.
Yeah. Why did they make me so huge?
I'm coming for you.
I'm cooked. I'm cut! I'm cut!
Coming for you.
Last one for you. What would be your favorite part of this island or the game you put together? Like maybe an Easter egg or maybe some niche stuff that you guys worked on that maybe took a long time. And then what was your favorite part about working with Case on this project?
I'd say the favorite part of the map, there's kind of 2 parts back to back that I think were just the funniest and most entertaining. In order to get into his hotel room, there was like a scale that you had to stand on to verify your weight to make sure you were Case.
CaseOh, please stand on the scale to verify your identity. Access denied. Seems as if you're missing the most important meal of the day, CaseOh. Brooklyn dinner.
So let me get this straight. You mean to tell me that I stay in a hotel room, that I have to stand on a scale to be heavy enough for the door to unlock? And I weigh 221 pounds, and I can't get in.
And like, there's this random joke that Case said one time on stream. He's like, guys, like I weighed myself, I'm like 127. And like, he didn't mention like pounds or kilograms. And someone said, bro meant 127 backwards. And so like, that was like something that I was like, okay, 721 pounds. We got to make sure there's something with him being 721 pounds. So you have to eat food to get up to 721 pounds on your weight to then get into Case's room. But the robot that had to let you in the door had like a little attitude, and it's like if you stepped on when you weren't up to that weight, there was like a bunch of different voice lines that were randomized, and one of them was so funny it got the best reaction out of Case. It was like, CaseOh, access denied, you're not heavy enough, like please step on with 2 feet and not just one. And it like it was hilarious.
Access denied. CaseOh, please step on with both feet and not just one.
So you're telling me I gained 321 pounds and I'm still not heavy enough to get into the room, and it says please step on with both feet, not just one? How can I sue the creators of my own game?
I literally recorded my reaction to watching Case play for the first time, and I was like on the floor rolling and dying of laughter. So yeah, that was definitely probably the most entertaining part of everything.
I love that attention to detail, dude. I love that. But then last one again, following up on that, working with Case himself or even his team, what was the best part about that?
I'd say kind of just like the transparency and the openness to explore these different things. Like a lot of these teams, especially of like these massive behemoths of creators, right? Like you're averaging 70,000 concurrent players. You're a 2-minute long ad reel in your stream is worth thousands of dollars. When they're willing to do this with us kind of as like as an experiment rather than like a massive transaction, it's really cool to see that they're very open to that, and they weren't hesitant to like any of the, you know, very funny jokes or things that we threw in there. So it was just like a very cool experience that we were able to bring to light. And I think regardless of its financial profitability, it would have been something that Case and their team would want to do again, just because of the content that came out of it. So it was kind of just a very fun experience that they were very open to trying new things with.
As per usual, we hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of Unreal Creations, our partnership with Fortnite to showcase some amazing devs and teams out there. If you guys are making your own maps and islands in UEFN, our DMs are always open to help share your story. And thanks to Unreal Lab, and also thanks to CaseOh for allowing us to share this cool story. Cannot wait for next episode as well. Till then, take care of yourselves. We'll see you back here soon.